So, often heard debate in the industry, Type 1 and Type 2 virtualization relates to the kind of virtualization technology that we deploy. In Type 2, you have a base operating system installed on your hardware, Windows, Mac, Linux or something, and then on top of that you have a layer of virtualization technology which allows you to host one or more additional guest virtual machines. Then Type 1 is different in that there is no base OS installed. There's just a very, very thin layer of virtualization right on top of the hardware, the hypervisor, which owns the hardware itself. And the key difference between these is that in Type 2, if that base OS is compromised, the guest operating system themselves are all subject to threat. In Type 1, if you can build a minimal, secure hypervisor which owns all the hardware, you have a fundamentally trusted platform from which you can then build multiple virtual machines, each of which has got different levels of privilege and trust. And in our case, we're building a Type 1 hypervisor based on the Zen open source hypervisor. It's tiny. It's tiny as in just a few megabytes of flash memory associated with the platform, so small enough to be a BIOS extension. It owns all hardware, including trusted platform modules, and has full control over devices. But more than that, it can actually decide which devices it hands through to different guests. So Type 1 gives you a lower level of privilege in the system stack. It gives you greater control of security and a finer degree of arbitration of the system resources.